welcome to Tech Talk. Me, Anthea, will co-host for me, Kenton Milroy. So this episode, by you may talk about them how now you may reduce some cost while you may increase some efficiency, but business play you may time you may use some internet. But before you may talk about the topic here, Kenton, one of them some update the industry.
Updates law industry, especially law technology or ICT, information communication technology. Emi Suet Vanuatu or computer emergency response team Vanuatu. Emi staputu one notice law government ministries or departments, organizations or communities or individuals where only one have more about the role of Suet Vanuatu and also all associated risk law internet and to do with them technology. You have contact them over the address where you have your screen. And another update, Smart Sisters. Smart Sisters, all girls in ICT. Last year, they participated in robotic competition, global robotic competition, which take place in Mexico, and they did well. It's to do with empowering girls in the use of technology. This year, Smart Sisters application is already out, and we got Facebook page, and I have your screen. And also all contact details you shall find on the screen here. And so yeah, we are doing well in the technology or ICT sector. These are the two updates.
Wonderful. Now, if we're going to talk about today's topic, which is reducing the cost of a business and increasing the efficiency, then we must start by firstly understanding two main terms, and that's efficiency and effectiveness. Full up time or managers are confused, or they think the two terms are the same, but there's a very...
Yeah, Mimi also, sometimes effectiveness, time we start meaning efficiency. Sometimes we start meaning effectiveness, efficiency, or efficiency, effectiveness. Me interchangeably use them two. Right. But Antia, bring us to the best correct definition.
So efficiency, and we talk about them all process, approach, or method where you may use them to make one work inside the business play you may. The one way where you may not waste them full up resources. Time we talk about them resources, we're talking about time, effort, money. So efficiency is about the process. Effectiveness may be the intended results where you may want them achieving the business play you may. So it's looking at the bigger picture, the goal, goal where you want to achieve him. So if you remember that effectiveness is goal and efficiency is the process, but you not go wrong.
Thank you too much, until definition. But now we need to associate it, efficiency and effectiveness with business and using the internet.
So let me take you through one scenario. Say, for example, you got Paul and Peter, and these two people do business together. Paul, he want to meet in Peter, but Tuvalai start lo two different towns. One is start lo Port Vila, and Peter he start lo Luganville. So, time Tuvalai want to collaborate. Way where Tuvalai thinks that this is possible is only by getting on a plane and traveling to either Port Vila or Luganville.
Yeah.
So you try to think about the cost that's involved. First, you have to pay for a ticket. Sometimes ticket can be about 25,000. Time he arrive lo Luganville, he must take one taxi. You may say taxi cost them 500 baht to block kasem the town. Time se tula kasem the town, Tula decide saying to meet lo Natapoa cafe. That's another 500 baht for a cappuccino.
What about if a lunch?
If they're going to have lunch, it could be more. It could be 2,000 baht for one plate. So you can see Naya cost could be as far as 27,000, 28,000 just in order for them to sit around the table and discuss something.
For a 15-minute talk.
That's right. But it's related to their business and it's important. So that's why they're spending the money. Now, if for some reason maybe one of the two came late, or maybe one is sick after Heminos have a shop meeting Blotuvala.
I already spent airfare and transportation.
Right. All that money wasted for nothing. Now, when you think about...
And suppose flight cancel.
For flight cancel, they missed that important business meeting. Now, you think about them scenario, you can start to see how expensive this exercise is becoming.
Very expensive.
When and now one solution when we're talking about using internet in our business?
Internet law business. So internet, as I been mentioned in all previous episodes, when it comes to internet, when Christopher Columbus and when our ancestors were traveling from place to place, it's like go around the world. But with the internet, the world is flat. You just can sit on your desk uh, and business partner or business colleague Mr. Alonara end, and it will like converse or it will like collaborate, it will like talk face to face because that guy who lives in Villa, who? Peter, after Paul, to really want to look Facebook to learn talk. So in that way, they are not sending emails and not seeing each other, but we want to talk and see the expression on our face if we are serious of doing business. So video conferencing, and we also leverage them that for constraint lo geography, lo physical distance from Port Vila and Lucanville, and also the cost. I do not need to spend so much money from the airport, Pauville, to the so much money, Pekwa, and then from Pekwa to whatever place whereby we meet up. Just for the sake of meeting and then discussing something, and then later on in financial, no, the business, it's not feasible to do that kind of, to develop that kind of product and service flow whenever we do start about. And then we wasted so much money. But if we can take the first step of video conferencing using Skype or using email or using Facebook Messenger or using some other apps for video conferencing, we can take the first step of seeing and discussing things more often until we finalize. Then maybe for signing, then you might fly go down to Lucanville or Emelo Lucanville fly down. So in that way, you might say yes, business done, deal done, and we go for the objective. Like you mentioned, the process. Efficiency is about the process. So I think with this case, with this scenario, using the internet, the process is much cheaper, it's more faster, and it's less chances of you going into risk. And then when it comes to effectiveness, the goal is collaboration. I collaborated to one effort when we confident enough, let me say, execute them, committing me and my resources and my time into that specific business activity or product when we start discussing with a friend or business partner, Lo Santo. Yeah, so it reduces the cost and it's also effective of achieving whatever we have intended to make a business.
So that's one scenario. When I know some other scenarios where you miss have a local business on a day-to-day basis where internet miss have improving efficiency and effectiveness for me.
And yeah, me one man where me no good at finance and me no good at sorting out things, cataloging things and archiving things. I do it in a paper-based manner. Not because when it comes to email, it's okay. I can send emails, I can develop things using apps. But when it comes to bookkeeping, plenty time me use some paper-based. But the world is going towards paperless. But my scenario is, we got all inventory, all stock, records, assets for me. Furniture, lights, video camera, and vehicle or land or something. Me recording one book is that. And also, come to finance for me keep him track to expense for me by recording it and keeping the receipts. One paper-based manner. And me pile them up all paper, fast food. After me store one folder, you call one place.
Sales for you?
After sales for me. Sales for me, it just note them down. Oh, this is the amount of sales we've been making. This is the expense we've been making. Me write them down on paper, or book, sales for me, profits for me calculate them, me record them down. After all nara financial, after time when we go back to financial statement or something or something. After time when we go back to ask him, pack me one. Based on files we say one M profit na we make 2000 for let's say 2015. How to we calculate them? How much profit we make 2000, for example, year 2000. And we have from minus have measure them from and minus have retrieve him from it too difficult. So we need one solution where I mean no paper based but I mean paperless. Because that's where the world is going to. Is there any solution on the internet?
Absolutely.
For my business?
Yes, there is. So there are a number of accounting softwares or financial softwares.
Business software?
That's right. Where available online in the cloud, where you use them no matter what location you are at. These softwares, for example, Zero. Okatali sabe keep him track for expenses for you. Only sabe import them bank statement for you so that you can see money going into your account. Hemi sabe keep track of your sales as well. And all of a sudden, now you don't need to keep him all documents here on a paper where hemi accessible only when you're in the office. This time, all that paperwork is now accessible if you're sitting in a cafe, if you've traveled overseas for business. At the same time, for say you know good law making bookkeeping for you, someone else is better at it. Then they have the ability to collaborate and do your financials on your behalf while you have oversight over it using these online systems.
The thing is, Vanuatu is vulnerable. No cyclones, we got it every year. During cyclone, I better save my life than save my books.
That's right.
So time books me damage. After the cyclone, that's the time when we start, where are my records for my business? And then, so we must go back through the hassle, try and find out what have I done with my business lol past years and you know where I'm going to as far as records and data important business. When the books is destroyed, that's the I can say that's the end of my business. Big risk.
And these softwares go as far as pulling out the trends. Your past financials, Hemis have bring them out, please have a look trends, please. Are you getting better over the years? Are you getting worse? You might not be financially savvy, but you have to find them all trends here and make good business decisions on them. But you don't have to these days.
Yeah.
There's software available that can do that for you.
Sometimes you want to read them numbers. You know, like all numbers like 1 million or 2 million or some 100,000. Me want to look crafts. Software is
Absolutely.
me give me coloring.
Yes.
Let me give me chronological view. Lo how much profit me make that for a particular year or that for a particular week, month. Software is
Absolutely. And it can display it in different forms. It can have a graphical display. Maybe you're better at reading graphs than you are at reading a financial report. Those trends can be provided in form of a graph or a visual way, easy for you to interpret them all numbers there.
So well, business expense and profits can be very important. I have to know and control and manage my expense. I have to know how much money I'm making in terms of profit. And so I think it's a good solution for SMEs, small medium enterprises.
So you may talk about them a little bit about bookkeeping software. Mimi got one different kind of issue. Issue blamila site the business hemi time say you rent them or you got one physical office space, and anytime you want to make it work, you have to be in that physical office space. If you're in a cafe or if you're traveling, it becomes very difficult for you make them office work for you because everything is in that physical space. How is it that you have use internet or you got one mobile office? Where we go, our office goes with us.
That's a very good question, or that's a very good query. We're living in a time where mobile devices, like you got this one and I got that one, both are Apple, but you might have Samsung or some other phones. Mobiles, bringing you that capability to access whatever information anywhere, anytime, and on any device. You talk about that software, Zero Way, online, yes, on the internet. So once it's on the internet, then you can access it on your mobile. And that means it can be in your bedroom, it can be in your picnic spot, or it can be at your cafe, or it can be in your vehicle. So Office 365, one Microsoft product. Office 365, one Microsoft product where let me give you a suite or collection of applications. Inside Office 365, you got Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, email, Microsoft email or Exchange, Outlook, and then you got a plante nara collaborative software and business productivity tools. We start inside Office 365. So once you got an application, once you sign up for that particular Office 365, you have a choose all tools where you want them for your communication, for your video conferencing, for your voice over IP or telephone, and then for typing out things on Microsoft. So whatever you do on your desktop, one talk we call them synchronization or sync. Whatever you do on your desktop, yeah, mirror them. Or you got copy play, start on internet. So you go anywhere, you log in, whether you log in on one laptop, you type something inside, you still store them on internet. You type them on desktop, you still store them on internet. Or if you are doing it on your phone, you still store them on internet. So Office 365 is anywhere, anytime, any device. And once I got mobile phone for me, I can travel from Vanuatu to the Solomons, to Fiji, to Papua New Guinea, to New Zealand, Australia, to Europe and Asia, America. I still get connected to my office. So the cost, am reducing cost, efficient, yes. Processes to achieve my businesses is spot on. And also, is it effective? The goal is keeping my business up to date. Yes, my business is up to date with internet. So, Antia, do you think businesses should have internet connectivity?
Absolutely. I think with the scenarios where you may discuss them today, we can see that with the internet you will definitely achieve efficiency and effectiveness. So I don't see why you wouldn't think that this is one key ingredient you got inside your business. So again, if we're talking about you reducing the cost of doing business while at the same time increasing efficiency, the solution is the internet. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you again on the next Tech Talk. Until then, take care.